So today is Sunday, and I am going to meal prep for my son. I already have his lunch for tomorrow because Bobby, my neighbor, he made something. He made, I think, some fried rice and sausage. So he brought some over for us, and that's what I'm gonna have for him for lunch tomorrow. But guess what I'm gonna be cooking up for you guys today? It is a keto meal, and it's keto beef enchiladas. But I'm sorry, I'm substituting some things for you guys. That's my oven going on. So just keep in mind that the ingredients that I use, you're gonna substitute it for beef hamburger, and I don't have minced onions, so you are going to use, I'm using a regular white onion, but I want you guys to use minced onions, all right? This is for the keto diet. I don't have all the ingredients. We are not doing keto diet, me and my son. We don't do that. I know it's helped a lot of people lose a lot of weight. And, but I wanted to make a recipe for you guys. I just don't have all the ingredients. And I bought this new meat. Oh, look at this. This is plant-based ground beef. And they also have Beyond Meat has it too as well. I'm so excited. Plant-based ground beef, no GMOs. It's 20 grams of protein, soy-free, gluten-free, no artificial flavor. And actually, since you guys are keto and you have to stay low keto, what does it say? I think you guys have to stay under, 10% from carbohydrates. This has, now you guys know when you are doing the keto diet that you are getting carbs. There's no way around it. Just about everything that you have is got carbs in it. So, you have to be, if somebody is doing a diet without actually any carbs, that's fine. Maybe you want to share with me what you guys all eat that you don't do any carbs whatsoever. But the keto diet does have carbs. You do have carbs in there, and it's very low. I do very low carbs too. I try to stay away from carbs because too much carbs is bad for you. There's good carbs and there's bad for you, just so you guys know the difference between what's good carbs and bad carbs. So a lot of carbs are bad for you, bad carbs, and they will put on weight. A lot of bread, a lot of pasta, stuff like that is fattening. That's gonna make you get fatter. So you wanna stay away from certain stuff like that. And like I said, there are good carbs out there too as well. And I'll kind of explain what good carbs are versus bad. Guess what? I got a stand too from Amazon, and I'm loving it so far. So I'm just gonna go over for a lot of you because people don't understand good versus bad. So I'm gonna read to you what it says because I can't remember everything about. It says complex versus refined carbohydrates. When it comes to carbohydrate, it's about the quality. The body uses all carbohydrates to produce glucose, as known as blood sugar, to help our organs do their thing and they energize us throughout the day. We need carbohydrates, good healthy carbohydrates to give us energy. Otherwise, that's where people will get fatigued. A lot of people did the Atkins diet and they couldn't do it anymore because they were getting very fatigued and everything. Not saying that was a bad diet or anything. When considering the quality of carbohydrate, the magic lies in how quickly your carbs of choice is broken down into glucose. Glucose itself isn't a bad thing, but getting too much glucose too quickly is when you get in trouble. Refined carbohydrates like white flour goes through process which removes the bulk such as fiber and other nutrients from a food. The simplification of the food is which causes us to a sudden effect on our body. Unlike complex carbs, unlike complex carbs that have fiber to act as a buffer, refined carbohydrates are broken down faster. The results, all of that glucose hits the bloodstream like a sugar bomb, leading to a burst of energy and soaring blood sugar. In response to its spikes, the hormone insulin springs to work, helping the body to store fat and signaling your cell to store that glucose. Before you know it, your blood sugar level has tanked, leading to energy slump, and it says crappy mood and craving for more sugar, which is not good. When roller coaster blood sugars level become a part of your daily life, it puts stress on your body, contributes to inflammation, and it correlates to health conditions like diabetes. This stress and inflammation can signal bad things in your hair follicles, getting away from hair growth recycle. In contrast, complex carbohydrates like whole grain generally packs a higher amount of fiber and lower amount of sugar. These nutrients buffer ensures that the breakdown of the glucose is more prolonged, allowing your body to more steadily flow of energy and avoid an unpleasant crash. So like these are going to be the worst carbs that you want to stay away from. Refined and processed, you know, it's like your breads, your sugar, white flour, pasta, white rice. They strip your blood sugar buffering fiber as well as vitamin, minerals, antioxidant, both things your body and your hair are a big fan of. Alternatives would be a whole grain choice like brown rice, whole wheat pasta, and bread, especially bread with nuts and seeds, and pasta made with lentil, chickpeas, and other beans. Flour is also in a variety of a more complex form, such as those made with whole wheat, chickpea, amaranth, and almond. Simple carbohydrates. Simple carbohydrates have a simple structure compared to other carbs, meaning they broken down quickly by the body. These kinds of carbs, which include white sugar, brown sugar, high fructose corn syrup, concentrated juice, and soda. Ooh, poison. That's all poison for your body. Have little to fiber to no nutritional value. So why do you do it? Why do you poison your body with that? Leading to blood sugar dysregulation. However, simple carbs can also be found in fruit and vegetable, which pack components like antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, and fibers to slow the breakdown of sugar. Alternatives, instead of store-bought juice, try making your own whole juice. Sway sugary sodas for plain seltzer water, or drinks with low carb, more natural sweetener like stevia and monk fruit. I would just stick with monk fruit. I would also just stick with just water. And then you can do infused. I'll show you guys how to infuse water too. That'd be another thing I can show you guys with, you know, certain fruits and stuff like that. And green tea is very good to drink. You can drink green tea, water, and juicing. Starches. Starch is a complex carbohydrate that gets turned into glucose for energy. High starch food like pizza, baked goods, French fries should be avoided and limited. They have been processed and thus contains less nutrients. Bentley. Alternative would be parsnips, quinoa, beans, whole grain, sweet potatoes, lentils, like peas. Craving pizza instead of vegetables, cauliflower crust. I showed you guys how to make that. Try making your own whole wheat dough, or even sweet potato, cauliflower. The best fiber complex carb. When it comes to carb, it pays to be complicated. Put simple complex carbohydrates have a more complicated chemical structure than any other carb form, and they take more time to break down. Their high fiber content found in whole grain beans, nuts, and vegetable like broccoli is also key. During their digestive process, soluble fiber combines with water and turns into gel-like goop, supporting healthy digestion, and turns assisting your gut flora. A win-win for both you and your hair. So, you know, the flora you need to as well. All for your gut and your digestion. You need a healthy digestion. Because I tell you, that's where everything gets banged up. Things aren't flowing good. It starts with your gut. Probiotics. Very good. Got to take a probiotic, or you can do, what is it that people get? I can't remember. It'll come to me. I used to do it all the time, but kefir. I couldn't, I try to bake with it. I try to do it in my juices or my smoothies, and I just couldn't. But that's the best probiotic in the whole world is kefir granules, where you just put them in the jar and you keep them out, and then you do it. Amazing. Nothing can touch it. Not even a probiotic can touch how great those are. So it says here, when in doubt, it is always a good idea to choose whole food options to add some complexity to your carbs by ensuring you're eating them with fiber, protein, or healthy fat, and this will buffer how quickly they are broken down into sugar. So, now, I understand that a lot of people can't do whole wheat, whole grain. You know, you have to be completely gluten-free. I did a whole gluten-free diet for about 3 months, and I lost a lot of weight. I did intermittent fasting, and then I did gluten-free, and I lost all my weight. Like in 1 week, let's see, and I'm not fat, but I gained weight. I gained like, I always was 120. I started working out. I gained 10 pounds of muscle, and I was very fit. We'll make this other video in just a little bit. This video is going to be just on carbs and health and diet right now. So I'm changing the title of it because this one will be, otherwise my video is going to be too long. So, I was always 120, and then, I always worked out, always was very fit and always very thin. But then I wanted to pack on some more muscle, so I started lifting weights, and then I gained 10 pounds of muscle, and I was worried because I thought something was going on. So I measured my waist, and my waist was exactly the same size. It was solid muscle. I was putting in 10 pounds of muscle. Then I started at Kroger's and tried to really maintain my weight. Kind of hard because, you know, you work over 50 hours a week. And I also had a second job too, as working as part-time, because I'm a workaholic. Work 7 days a week. I take 1 weekend off a month for myself. Work. That's all I did my whole life. That's all I have done. A very highly active person, plus working out, doing housework. You know, I was like a maniac. That's me. That's my lifestyle. And, you know, it's kind of hard to keep up with the diet thing, you know. When I worked at GNC, it was very easy. I was very super fit all the time, but then I started at Kroger's. That kind of hit me in. So then I gained, gradually gained weight. I went up all the way up to 138. And I know for a lot of you like, oh, Christy, that's not a lot of weight. Yeah, for me it is, for my body type and my frame and how fit I was. And I'm very toned. For me, 3 pounds on my waist right now, I feel that. I feel that gut. I feel that little bit of fat hanging over, and I don't like that. I don't like the tightness around my belly, and I feel bad for people that are overweight because I can see how much they struggle in everything. I mean, it's hard on your joints. You have health problems, health issues, no energy, lack of energy. I've helped a lot of people lose weight and change their lives. So I gained, 8 pounds. And when I decided to do the intermittent fasting and the gluten-free, for the first week, I went right back down to 130. 8 pounds I lost 1 week. 1 week. And it wasn't water weight. Because usually with people, I worked for Jenny Craig. I was one of the regional managers. So usually it's water weight that you lose, especially if you're a lot heavier. You lose about 5 pounds of water. So with that, I lost my solid weight, and then I started working out, and this was before my accident. And then I started working out with weights out in the garage and exercising and doing my abs and everything, and because I wanted to get super, super lean and then bulk back up to get some weight on me. So then in another, I say within that month, I went down to 121. So lost all my weight, 138 in that 1 month, 121. Now that was great because I was right back down to when I was really thin and I liked it, but then, you know, wanted to gain some muscle back up, and I slowly kind of gained muscle, and then it all went out the door because then I hurt myself. I got my foot ran over, you know, and I've got kind of my muscle, you know. I get some big arms, you know, thick arms. And when I do work out, I just have that body type where I bounce back very quickly. It doesn't take me long to gain muscle and to get trimmed down and everything like that. So back to the keto diet. I just want to read to you, you know, if you guys haven't heard about the keto diet, it's also the ketogenic diet. It's also called keto. And what it is, and I know everybody knows what it is, but a lot of people out here on YouTube channels doesn't know what keto is. So it's a very low carb diet with high fat that shares similar to the paleo diets, the Atkins diet, the Whole30. It involves drastically reducing carbohydrates intakes and replacing it with fat. When your body switches to burning fat for its primary fuel source, that is when it hits ketosis. Ketosis. I lose that. Tongue twisting. Some things I can't say. You guys can make fun of me all you want. Don't care. I'm just joking. While on the keto diet, you're supposed to get at least 70% of your calories from fat, 15 to 25% from protein, and 10% from carbohydrates. You're supposed to avoid all grains, root vegetables, fruit, except berries and sugar. I will share this with you. I've known a lot of people that have done the keto diet. They lost a lot of weight and they love it and they look great, especially people who are very overweight. It works very well for them because you are pretty much eating all this food, all this fat, and all this cheese and eggs and beef, and you're really not deprived of anything. So, and it works for some people, but I'll tell you this: once you go off of it and you just go back to eating, you gain it all right back. So it's got to be a lifestyle. If you're going to do this, it has to be a lifestyle, or you have to maintain your weight. You have to maintain a diet where you're not going to gain it all back. I would never do this thing because I am not a meat eater. I can't eat meat, eat all this protein. It's a lot. Anyways, so there's the pros and cons to it for this, just like any other diet. Dedication, and it works for a lot of people. Some people's bodies can't handle a lot of carbs. And I've had my friend, when I was working at GNC, him and his wife tried it. They tried it for a few months, and they're kind of like bodybuilders. And they tried it, and they didn't like it because it was too demanding, too much eating this and that. I mean, that just was their opinion. A lot of people don't like it, and a lot of people love it, just like any other diet. So I do my own thing, is what I do. So, but I am here to help you guys. You know, if you have any questions with anything about diet, supplements, you know, just let me know. I've helped a lot of people to lose weight, but you gotta follow what I say. I know there's a lot of people that come on and they're like they you know, they'll say, well, this is what I did, and that's fine. But if you want my help, then I will help you. I have no problem helping anybody with a diet and giving you a diet plan to follow, and it will work for you if you don't want to do like intermittent fasting or fasting. There's a lot of different detox diets, and it still allows you like smoothie diets, and it allows you to have a meal and 2 green smoothies. It's a green smoothie diet with, you know, and it works. So there's a lot of different diets, and so don't knock other diets and say, well, this is the best diet, because really you don't know. There's not just a best diet. Everybody's body is different in how it works and how people can handle certain things. A lot of people don't have a lot of willpower. A lot of people don't want to try this. They want to still be able to eat some of their foods that they want to do. Now, you can lose weight without exercising ever. I tell people this all the time when I worked at GNC, because the first thing I would have people come into GNC and think a pill is just going to make them lose weight. And I'm like, honey, that's not going to happen. It'll aid into helping you, but I didn't sell, you know, I wouldn't force anybody to sell anything unless I knew at work, but it has to be diet. It has to start with diet. And diet and exercising, you know, it just depends. Some people, you can do it all with diet. But if you want a flabby body, then you have to exercise. If you want to be tight and toned, or you just want to lose a weight and you're happy. Not everybody wants to be pencil thin. Nobody, no, it's just how it is. Everybody has a different body frame. Some people are big boned. So you got to remember, everybody has different frames. And some people don't want to be pencil thin. And some people will never be pencil thin in their life, because that's just not how you're made up. That's not how your genes are made up. But if you're okay with being, there's nothing wrong with being heavy set. And be comfortable in your body, but lose some weight so you feel like you're at a healthy weight. Because I have a girlfriend that she's, you know, kind of heavier. She's beautiful. She's got beautiful curves, but she wants to lose weight. You know, because she's not happy because she feels she's overweight, but she's a larger girl. And she looks good when she's lost maybe 10 pounds. She's not skinny. She's plumped and beautiful. So don't think that, you know, I mean, there's so much in this world where people think, all over media, social media, and on TV that you have to look a certain way, and you don't. The most important thing is being healthy. That's the number one thing. And you also want to feel, I want to look good for myself. I want to be fit is what I want. I want to be fit and toned. That's me. And that's for overall for my health. And my family, our whole family has always been like that. My dad's always worked out, you know, he's done Goshen, he's been a black belt, weightlifter, he's done it all. My sister, me, not my brother or my mother, but we always into fitness. And you know, for us being in our 50s, a lot of people say, hey, you guys don't even look like you're in your 50s. And they find it very hard to believe when I tell them I have a 23-year-old son. And it's not, because we take care of ourselves, but we have really good genes, and everybody's genes is different. You know, if you're drinking and doing drugs, or you're drinking and you're smoking, yeah, that ages you. It makes you look a little rough around the edges. You know, that's what that kind of stuff is going to do, because you're poisoning your body. You got that nicotine. That's like pure poison. Stop. So anyways, I am going to make, I'll do another video, because I was going to make this here, but I'll start and do another whole entire video with this, because this video is already 20 minutes. So, but please write to me if anybody wants any advice about anything. You know, email me and I can talk. We'll see where you are. I'm more than happy. But you know, and all you guys are so great and everything like that. But just don't try to discourage somebody. I don't need anybody coming on here and trying to discourage anybody and saying, don't do it this way, do it this way. Because like I said, everybody is different. Everybody wants to try, and there's so many different diets out there. I know what kind of works for people. I've been in this industry for a very, very long time, health and nutrition with supplements. And I know there's a lot of doctors out there, you know, and I've also talked to Dr. Hutto, who is a naturalist and stuff like that, when people have health problems. So I've been in it a long time, so I kind of know what I'm talking about, you know, when it comes to diet and nutrition. I'm not no stranger to helping people. Help a lot of women and men lose weight. You know, when I worked at Jenny Craig, You know, Jenny Craig was really fine because they do your meals for you, and their food was really good. It's very high fiber so it keeps you fuller. But you know what Jenny Craig wants you to do. My dog, you know, he's old and then he starts to bark and stuff like that. He's trying to tell me he's hungry. But Jenny Craig, they want you to buy their program and continue buying their program and their expensive food, and you don't need it. It's so easy just to do it all on your own and not pay for all those expensive food. It's just a lot of money, and the meals are really expensive. And I get it's really maybe convenient for a lot of people to have the meals already prepared for you. And like I said, they're just very high fiber food. I couldn't eat them because I would get really like bound out and stuff like that. Too high fiber for me. But it does help people lose weight. But you know, if you don't want to go that route, you can just make your own food. And it can be very simple, and it doesn't have to be, you know, very hard, like all these big meals. Very easy. I keep everything easy, and sometimes all I did was eat chicken, and my son would say, I'm so tired of chicken. How many ways can you make chicken? I'm like, well, that's me. I can eat just chicken and a salad, and then I'd be fine with it for the rest of my life. That's me, and a couple of smoothies. That's me. A lot of you people might just get sick of it, but if you want to eat healthy and stuff like that, you can change things up. So just let me know. I'm done talking. I've been talking too long, and I got to make my other video now for this keto enchiladas because it's getting really late. All right, love you guys.